Hey Pete, Demetrius here. So this is a quick video I told you I put together for you. And so what I did is I typed in block drain Frankston, Australia, and you'll notice at the top here, this first guys show up as Fix It Right. I'm sure you probably know who these guys are. They're probably doing quite a bit of biz in your local area. But as we scroll down here, this area right here is called the Map Pack, and there's three businesses that show up here, right? And these guys are also getting quite a bit of business. I notice you're up here in the Map Pack as well, so cheers to you for that. And so really what I wanted to talk about, because you're in the Map Pack here, so there's not really much sense in getting too much into that, other than keep getting reviews to your listing, because that definitely helps you stay up there at the top. But I wanted to talk about how to get your web page up here, right? And so the thing about Google, it's really an open book test where you can look at your competitors and see what they're doing to to not only compete but start dominating, right, your local market. And so success leaves clues. And so let's take a look and see what these guys are doing, so we can kind of get a better idea and see if you can use some of their things to get an edge here. So right off the bat, I see these guys, they have a call to action, they have their phone number listed, which is great, because if people are looking for your service, you already know that they need you. But how do they get a hold of you, right? And so having your phone number accessible is very important. But next thing is having content on your home page, or whatever page that you're trying to rank for. And for these guys, looks like this is a sub page, right? So it's one of their service pages. And having authentic content, right? And so these guys have a decent amount of content on their home, or on their service page. You'll notice here, right? Look how often they mention Frankston and and the service that they're wanting to rank for, right? Blocked drains. And so that's something you want to do on your website as well. However, for you, it will be your home page, because that is the one that's showing up for this particular service, right? And I notice you're down a little ways here, right? And so even just being down, on the fifth or sixth spot makes a huge drop in the amount of phone calls or clicks on your website traffic, or even clicking to submit a contact form, right? It makes a huge difference between being where you're at now versus being up here. And so again, content, right? Google usually likes to see anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 words of content on the page, right? Again, mentioning the keywords that you're wanting to rank for. So in your case, it would be blocked drains Frankston, right? Next thing, so I'm going to go over to your site now. And so you have the call to action, right? Phone number. You got the contact form here, which is awesome, but you're lacking content, right? You don't have much going on there as far as content goes. And so, aside from just saying we are the drain clearing experts, right? You got to explain why you're the drain clearing expert, and in doing so, also mention, right, blocked drains Frankston, right? Kind of like these guys have up here. Put those keywords into the content on your page, and go through it and kind of touch on the pain points, right, of somebody who would need your services. What are they experiencing? What types of things are happening so that they need to hire you, right? The next thing is your pages, right? And so it looks like here you really just have like a long landing page. So as I go to services, right, all these are listed out: blocked drains, grease trap line clearing, drain network inspections. But as I click on learn more, it's just a drop down, right? It's not its own page. That should take me to a separate page that only talks about blocked drains, right? And then same thing for grease trap line clearing or inspections. All of those should be its own page, again, with authentic content. Anywhere that's 750 to 1,000 words or more on each page, and mentioning those keywords. And so the best way to describe a keyword, right? So it's the service that you provide plus the location. So in this case, you're in Frankston, right? So it would be blocked drains Frankston, like you see here, right, for these guys, blocked drains Frankston. Then for your grease trap line clearing page, you're going to mention grease trap line clearing Frankston, and so on and so forth, right? And the reason you do this is because in Google's eyes, the more content you provide, the more you come across as the authority in your space. And that's what helps move you up the rankings and get to this top spot up here. Okay. Then last but not least is backlinks. And backlinks are essentially votes to your site, but not all votes are created equal. And so here we can take a look and see that you only have one backlink that's sending votes to your site. And so the fact that you did that and you're on the first page, is great, but it's not enough to put you in the top spot. So now let's take a look at Fix It Right. And these guys have 6 backlinks, and out of those 6, 5 are sending votes to their site, which was enough to give them the nod in Google's eyes, right? And so if you'll notice here, these guys are generating almost 50 hits of traffic a month to that page, right? Because when you're ranking you rank a web page is not a site, right? Each page is its own entity. And so we'll go back here, and this is your home page, right? And so your home page is generating 1 hit of traffic per month, just 1, right? And so just the difference, like I said earlier, right, being just 5 or 6 spots down can make a huge difference. So the difference between 47 and 1 visitor a month to your webpage, right, is that those 6 spots makes all the difference. And so how you do that and increase the backlinks is linking to other plumbing or sewer and drain companies, whether it's in your area or other areas, right, or other blogs that talk about plumbing and sewer and drain, versus if you were linking to, say, like a pizza place, right? Because you're not in the business of selling pizzas, you're in the business of sewer and drain and plumbing, right? And so the more relevant, the stronger the votes you get to your site. Okay, so really the key takeaways here are more content on your website on all of the pages, right? And then break out those service pages and elaborate there, and then also backlinks, on blogs and other websites and things like that, will definitely help. Well, one last thing I wanted to show you, right, is keywords, right? And so I mentioned earlier keywords, so blocked drain Frankston. So that keyword alone gets 50 hits a month. And of those 50, those guys being in the top spot, they get 19 hits of traffic every month for that one keyword, right? And so the best way to look at this, right, then all of these are individual keywords. So the difference, drain versus drains is a separate keyword. And how you can look at this, right, is you add up all the total volume for each keyword, and you figure the top spot is going to get, roughly 30 to 40% of the traffic for that keyword. So as you get moving up in the rankings, you can start predicting what type of traffic and leads that you're going to get to your site each month. And then, you can start predicting what that does for your business. And what does that do for your business, right? When you go from, from one hit of traffic a month to upwards of 50 or more, what does that look like for your bottom line and your company as a whole, right? You're able to start predicting some growth there. And, are you going to bring on, some employees, maybe another vehicle, and all of these different things, right? All of this is possible when you start dominating your local market. And so, again, the key takeaways here, right? Content and backlinks. And so, if you'd love to know more kind of next steps on how to do that, please reach out to me. I'd love to help. And hopefully I was able to add some value there for you. Thanks.